Hello everyone, very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Homechoir. It is our Fun Friday and I've got a great programme for you today. Such a mix of styles and genres. The key song today is Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles, but this is a Madrigal version. And those of you wondering, yes, this is the one that the King's Singers sang. Now, if you aren't familiar with the King's Singers Beatles Connection project, which they did back in the 90s, well, then you owe yourselves the opportunity to go and listen to the full album when this broadcast is finished. It is fantastic. I bought this book when I went to university some years ago, and I just absolutely love it. It's hilarious, it's clever, it's funny. And those of you who are in any way associated with Choir of the Earth, just so you know, that young chap there, that's Nigel Short. Okay, there's also Bob Chilcott and Philip Lawson. And yeah, these are all now superstars. Philip Lawson, of course, arranged Bohemian Rhapsody for the Choir of the Earth sang. Bob Chilcott, I mean, he's a legend in his own lunchtime. So yeah, lots of fun ahead. Plus some music with harpsichord accompaniment, and we've got a bit of the Ballad of Lady Marjory for those who've missed that. We've got your version of Fly Me to the Moon, and then to wrap things up, we're going to have a little dose of Romford with My Old Main's a Dustman, ladies and gentlemen. So lovely to see all of you this afternoon. And of course, many more watching later on. Hope you enjoy this. It is a lot of fun. Hello, Alison. Hello, Christine. Hello, Colette. Hello, Emma. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Epi. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Rona. Hello, Soraya. Hello, Susanna. Hello, Terry. Hello, Valai. And everyone else joining us today, either live or later on. You're very welcome. Do consider sticking around. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. And we have currently, as of Friday 23rd of May, 6130, which is fabulous. But you can help us out by clicking subscribe. And hello to everyone who I know is watching live but not in the chat today. Hello Helene, hello Bill and Val and Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie and Maureen and Harry and June and Val and Katie and Huyen and everyone else. Let's get started, shall we? Just checking I've got the transpose function on. Let's have Homechoir in the key of B flat major. So let's sing and start the show. Here we go. And marvellous. And a very, very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to, I think the best word to describe tonight's programme is eclectic show. We'll start in a moment after our warm-up and a little bit of news with my Dame hath a lame Tame crane to warm us up before we sing a song that's pretty much bang up to date, written only a couple of years ago, based on a mobile phone ringtone. It is called The Ballad of Lady Marjory and Sir Marmaduke. Some of you are familiar with it. Those who aren't soon will be. Then our new song today is Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. But this is the Madrigal style as arranged by the King's Singers. Fabulous version. Lots and lots of fun. Make sure you have your lutes in tune for that one. Then, complete change of style. We're going to sing a couple of jazz numbers with the Bare Necessities. Your performance, everyone, to Fly Me to the Moon. And then we finish off with My Old Main's a Dustman as I go full Romford. Now, of course, here on Homechoir, we've got lots and lots of different styles, and you've got a week coming up with a couple of reruns to allow my family and I time to recharge and visit friends and family. This coming Sunday, we've got one of our compilation shows putting together some of our favourite bits of choral music that we've sung here on the channel, and a couple more besides. It's a great show. The score is on screen for the vast majority of it, where we can share it, for where it's allowed. I think the one piece we haven't included the score for is the Song for Athene by John Tavener, because that's in copyright. Everything else, you can use it as sight reading practice or just enjoy a gorgeous sing on a Sunday morning. Then we're going to have our Miles Davis rerun on Wednesday next week, and we've got a fabulous Fun Friday to look forward to next week, which I've called Welcome to the Starlight Lounge. And then we'll be back with live shows the following week, just thanks to all of you for all of your support over the last half term. Now, of course, if you do want to support Homechoir and help us do what we do, and we've had a really amazing year so far, with groundbreaking projects with St George's. We've had a new collaboration with Talk Club, and we've got another collaboration with Marmalade coming up very soon, beginning of June, their Loneliness Awareness Week, and we're going to be putting on special shows throughout that week for them. So we do good work. We share music with the world for free. If you want to help us do what we do, you can go along to homechoir.org/donate, because we really do rely on your support. And thank you to everyone who donates. We really couldn't do it without your help. And of course, we have this fabulous weekly email newsletter, which is crafted with great care, hewn from solid rocks of knowledge by the Homechoir elves, packaged up and sent on winged horseback to the refinement centres, where further teams of Homechoir elves narrow it down, shrink it down into these little nuggets of highly concentrated information that's fired out through the magic that is the internet to your inbox once a week in the form of our email newsletter, which contains all of the links, scores when we can share them, and, as you saw this week, newsletter subscriber only content. So if you don't want to miss anything from the world of Homechoir, go and sign up at homechoir.org. It's free. We'd just love to have you all come and join us. And of course, if you tell us when your birthday is, as these lovely people have done, we will sing you happy birthday when your special day rolls round. And as we're not doing live shows for a few days, well, we've got a lot of people between now and the end of the month to sing for. So Denise, Jane, Paul, Epi, Angela, Shirley, Jackie, Graham and Alec, we will sing for you in just a moment. But let's get ourselves ready to sing. We're going to ascend, if that's possible, either by standing or sitting up in our chairs. And we're going to roll our heads around. Hello to everyone who's joined us in the live chat. Hello to Lisa, who's asking, can you tune a lute or lute a tune? Indeed. It's good to have you with us, Lisa. Hello, Sandra. Hello to anyone else who's joined us in the last few minutes. Hello, Angela and Patricia and everyone else. Fabulous to see you. We're just rolling our heads around, getting ourselves ready for a really good fun sing. It's all cheery stuff today, everyone. Rolling your shoulders back and rolling them forwards. And then bring them up to your ears. Take a deep breath. And as you sigh, let your shoulders fall and relax. Here we go. Fantastic. That's great. Rolling your heads around and the usual. Okay. So, yes, we are in harpsichord mode for reasons that will become clear very shortly. So we'll just hum a nice note here on the C. Nice deep breath and again. Now an ooh. Now after me, oi, 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 your turn. Lovely, ya, ya, ya. Good, yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent. This is all appropriate for Beatles, isn't it? And ya, ya, ya. Excellent. Ya, ya, ya. And one more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fabulous. We do need some Beatles-themed warm-ups. I think a Goo Goo Gajoob sung at various octaves would do, but that will almost suffice. We just need to sing Happy Birthday for this epic list of epic people celebrating their birthdays over the next week. So to Denise, to Jane, to Paul, to Epi, to Angela, to Shirley, to Jackie, to Graham and to Alec, very happy birthday to all of you. Let's sing together, everyone, after two. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Denise, Jane, Paul, Epi, Angela, Shirley, Jackie, Graham and Alec. Happy birthday to you and many more. Many happy returns of the day to all of you. And to anyone else celebrating over the next week, have a great day. Now, we're starting off with a warm-up song today as it's Fun Friday. My Dame Hath a Lame Tame Crane. Now, we've been singing this one for a while, though we haven't sung it, I don't think, this year. So let me remind you how this one goes. Okay, and the tune goes, my dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home again. And yes, of course, it's designed to trip you up and catch you out. So if you do trip over your words, don't worry. Just pick yourselves up, dust yourselves off, and start all over again. The song goes round and round in parts. And of course, as it sounds quite Baroque, I did set it with a kind of a Baroque feel. And so it's only appropriate, given that this has a sort of a chorus feel, to begin with the customary recitative. So if you'll indulge me. Jane's friendly crane is unable to walk. He hurt his foot whilst hunting for food, and now he is limping. His discomfort is apparent to all who view him. But he is so well trained, he will not leave her. We hope he will return and eat his dinner. Are we ready? Here we go. My dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed gentle Jane, my crane. My dame hath a crane that my crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed gentle Jane, my crane. My dame hath a crane that my crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed gentle Jane, that is lame. One more time. My dame hath a crane that my crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed gentle Jane, my dame. Utter madness. Well, almost. Don't forget, we also have my bloke hath a cloaked broke stoat. My bloke hath a stoat that is broke. Pray, gentle Joe, let my bloke's cloaked broke stoat fix what was once baroque. I think we'll leave it there. Let's move on from something completely insane to something not entirely sane either. This is the Ballad of Lady Marjory and Sir Marmaduke, and this was part of our Mobile Madness series from 3 years ago now. 3 years when we were writing the Mobile Madness songs. I just decided one day to start writing songs based on mobile phone ringtones, and this one was sent in to us by Alison, because I'd done, I think, exclusively iPhone ringtones at this point, and she said there are other phone OSs available, and so this one is an Android ringtone. And this is a love story of sorts that involves, well, it's that old story, isn't it? Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, girl steals boy's shoes, boy chases after her but on one leg. I don't want to spoil the story. Here it is, the Ballad of Lady Marjory and Sir Marmaduke. Enjoy! After tea, Lady Marjorie took a walk into the wood beneath a sky of blue. She bumped into look bold Sir Marmaduke, sitting on a mossy moot and fiddling with his shoe. She glanced his way. He heard her say, "What's the matter, sir? Most peculiar looking you're appearing, sitting on that mossy moot." "Sorry, ladyship, but I've got a bit of stone-appointed shingle at the bottom of my boot." He tried to smile. She was beguiled. "Can I help at all. Marjory recalled several times she'd helped a friend or cousin with a stone. That would be most kind, Marmaduke opined, lifting up his foot and carefully reclining prone. He had succumbed. Her time had come. Lady Marjory, skilled at larceny, grabbed his boot and ran away and left the knight confused. Poor Sir Marmaduke, lonely and rebuked, hobbled home bootless alone and not a bit amused. His heart she knew. After a mile in his shoe, just the one shoe of course, Lady Marjory stopped and suddenly turned around and strode towards Sir Marmaduke's estate. He hopped out to meet Lady Marjory. They met and kissed and fell in love together from that date. Oh dear. Some people did some funny things in lockdown. I think founding this choir is still one of the best things I ever did, but boy, it's led to some silly things, including that. So thanks to Alison for sending us her favourite ringtone. I hope we didn't spoil it for you. And if you didn't know that song, well, good luck getting that one out of your head for the rest of the day. Now we're going to move on and sing some Beatles, but not as we know it. This one, as I've been saying, comes from this fantastic book. If you are involved in choral singing, it's well worth waving under the nose of your musical director when summertime rolls around. The Lennon and McCartney collection, by the King's Singers. If you've not heard the Beatles Connection album, it is fabulous. It's on all the streaming services, even right here on YouTube. You can go and listen to it. Now, of course, most of us know the Beatles' Can't Buy Me Love. Can't buy me love, everybody tells me so. It's a fantastic piece. But this is a more Renaissance-themed version. It is in a Madrigal style. And so what we're going to do is we've got to stand in a rather prim and proper way. This is a kind of an old-fashioned way of singing madrigals. And so we sing, I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I'll get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. So it is the tune, but it's been kind of Renaissance-stylized. So let's give it a go. I'll buy you a diamond ring. And roll up is on ring. Ready? 1, 2. I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I'll get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Then we go into the chorus. And because this is a very clever arrangement, we go into the major. Can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so. Can't buy me love. No, no, no. A little bit of jolly ya-da-da-da-da at the end for rhythmic interest. And just to say that the next verse, same music. When we get to the chorus, though, because it's a madrigal, of course, we fa-la-la-la-la instead of Can't Buy Me Love. If you've not heard this, it's fabulous fun. Let's give it a go. This is our first time singing it here on the channel. And just to warn you, it's quite fast. So if you do find yourselves, as before, struggling to keep up, just jump on the next chorus or the next line. Are we ready, everyone? Enjoy yourselves. Here we go. And I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I'll get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so, can't buy me love. No, no, no. I'll give you all I've got to give if you say you love me too. I may not have a lot to give, but what I got I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Fa la la la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la la la. Fa la 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 la.
Say that you need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love.
It's so irredeemably silly. It's wonderful. I can tell you all that when Anna and I first got together, she was conducting a choir. She invited me to come and join this choir. I was just naive. I thought she just wanted me to come and sing 30 plus years later. And they were singing this piece. And it was partly because they were singing this piece that I ended up joining Anna's Madrigal choir. And 30 plus years later, here we are. I think that's worth doing again. It's so quick. It's like a minute and a half. Okay, so I think you've got the idea of the style now. I'm not going to sing along with it this time. I'm going to let the recording speak for itself and you sing along and have fun with it. If you can find the score online, the parts are great fun, though it is a bit of a challenge. Sing the tune and enjoy yourselves. One more time. It's worth it. Here we go.
I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I'll get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Can't buy me love, baby tells me so. Can't buy me love. Can't buy me love, no, no. I'll give you all I've got to give if you say you love me too. I may not have a lot to give, but what I got I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Say that you need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love.
Such a great setting. Do look it up. Do listen to the whole album. It's fabulous. And congratulations to Lorraine, who wins the Theory Prize for spotting the Tierce de Picardy, the Picardy third, just at the end. Well done. Okay, so let's move out of the Madrigalian Renaissance sort of style now, and let's bring out the piano, everyone, and let's sing a bit of jazz. Let's have the Bare Necessities, everyone. You know, it's so important, particularly in our world, fractured and troubled as it is, from time to time, to just enjoy sitting in the garden, enjoying the sound of the bees in the trees, bit of sunshine, drink of something, double water on the rocks, and think about what's important in life. Good friends, good people, good singing, good times. So let's sing together, everyone. It's time for the Bare Necessities. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. When you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, then maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Yeah, man, I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Now when you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear, and you prick a raw paw, next time you will Don't pick the prickly pear with the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big paw. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to me. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Yeah, man, I mean the bare necessities. That's why your bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. One more time. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Come on, everyone, I mean the bare necessities, all Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. I expected big band ending there. Fabulous stuff. What a great song. I think that's going to be jumbled up in my head with my Dame Hath a Lame Tame Crane and Can't Buy Me Love Madrigal version. I mean, somebody asked me once, what's it like with all these pieces jumbling round inside your head? I said, it's a little bit like the last 30 seconds of A Day in the Life by the Beatles. And if you've not heard that recently, go and have a listen. Welcome to my world. From time to time, though, folks, it's great to just put all that to one side and listen to a really, really good recording like this one. This is Fly Me to the Moon, as arranged by the one and only Kirby Shaw and sung by the one and only Homechoir. We recorded this one last year for the Alzheimer's Society. It's a fabulous, fabulous thing. And so let's continue the jazz theme for the time being with a bit of Fly Me to the Moon. Okay, get your Latin instruments going. Are we ready? 2, 3, 4.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand, do. In other words, darling, kiss me.
Here we go.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true, be true. In other words, I love you.
Here we go.
Ba-ba-dee-ya, ba-ba-ba-dee-ya, ba-dee-dee-ya, ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-ba-dee-ya. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true, In other words, I love you.
Last time.
Ba-ba-dee-ya, ba-ba-ba-dee-ya, ba-doo-dee-ya, ba-doo-ba.
2, 3, 4. Bop, 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 doo, doo. Fabulous. Honestly, that never fails. Always puts a smile on my face. Always gets the toes tapping the shoulders going. Oh, it's just such great singing, everyone. Well done. When you look at the breadth of music we've recorded here on this channel, there's very, very little to come close to Homechoir. We had, quite recently, obviously, that wonderful Stop Crying Your Heart Out from not that long ago, a few weeks ago. Compare that to that wonderful piece, and then we've got Purcell and Handel, and then we've got things like the Cat Duet recorded way, way, way back. Everything everything. Do you know what? I think we need very soon to bring out our ode to cheese, because it's been a long time. It's probably past its best, but you know what? Just scrape the mould off and we can sing ode to cheese in our next Fun Friday. But before that, I'm just going to dedicate this to all of my friends and family who live in or around the great historic market town of Romford, where I grew up, spent 18 years of my life, and of course my dear friend Craig, who always listens to Fun Friday. So Craig, I mean this from the heart. Get back to work. What time do you call this? It's time for My Old Man's a Dustman. Here we go. Now here's a little story. To tell it is a must, about an unsung hero that moves away a dust. Some people make a fortune, others earn a mint. My old man don't earn much, in fact he's flipping skint. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. He looks a proper nana in his great big hobnail boots. He's got such job to pull 'em up that he calls them daisy roots. Some folks give tips at Christmas and some of them forgets. So when he picks their bins up, he spills some on the steps. Now one old man got nasty and to the council wrote, next time my old man went round there, he punched him up the throat. Ah, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say.
What do you say?
I found a police dog in me dustbin.
How do you know it's a police dog?
Well, he had a policeman with him, didn't he? Hey! No, my old man's a dustman. He's got an heart of gold. He got married recently, though he's 86 years old. We said, here, hang on, Dad. You're getting past your prime. He said, when you get to my age, son, it helps to pass the time. My old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say.
What do you say?
My dustbin's full of lilies.
Well, throw them away then.
I can't. Lily's still wearing them. Hey.
Oh.
Now one day in a hurry, he missed a lady's bin. He hadn't gone but a few yards when she chased after him. What game do you think you're playing? She cries straight from the art. You've missed me. Am I too late? The love jumped up on the cart. Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say.
Oh, not you again.
My dustbin's full of toadstools.
How do you know it's full?
Well, there ain't mushroom inside, eh?
Oh.
He found a tiger's head one day nailed to a piece of wood. The tiger looked quite miserable, as I suppose he should. Just then from out the window a voice began to wail, saying, Oi, where's me tiger's head? 4 foot from its tail. My old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and lives in the council flat. Next time you see a dustman looking all pale and sad, don't kick him in the dustbin, it might be my old dad. Oi! Special round of applause for special guest star Craig there, my oldest, dearest friend, who I managed somehow to convince to sing and have his voice shared with the internet. So Craig, fabulous stuff. I owe you a beer. In fact, at this point, I probably owe you several. Ladies and gentlemen of Homechoir, thank you so much for being here, not just today, but for the last few weeks. We're looking forward to seeing you again live in a week, but of course you've got some wonderful shows to look forward to Sunday, Wednesday and Friday this coming week. And, well, lots of exciting stuff coming Homechoir's way in the summer. More collaborations, more fun, more fabulous music. Keep it right here with us. If you want to support us, you can do so by going to homechoir.org/donate. And otherwise, have a really, really good weekend. Those of us in the UK, I believe, as it's bank holiday, it is traditional for it to absolutely pour with rain. But at this point, my garden would appreciate it. So let's just hope for a little bit of moisture. And I'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Take care. All the best. Bye.